What is up, my fellow gamer? Welcome back to another Owen Rose production. I got my first job in the Big M, the Big T. Now, if you don't know what the Big T is, I don't know if I can actually say the name, but just imagine the biggest store that you can think of in America that starts with a T. When I got hired, I went to an orientation. It was just me and the HR lady for like 2 hours, just walking through stuff I need to learn. And then every team lead in the store walks into the room and stands around me in a circle. And there's like maybe 20 of them. So it feels like I just walked into an intervention where I don't know anybody there. They have a thing at the Big T called the 10-4 rule, where if you see a customer 10 feet away, you gotta smile at them, and then if they get within 4 feet of you, you say, "Hey, how you doing?" to every single person. Which, if I was shopping at a store and every single employee said, "Hey, how you doing?" to me, I would probably leave. We're also not allowed to call them customers. We're supposed to refer to them as guests, like we work at the Gaylord Palms or something. This isn't a hotel. You're a customer. You're buying something and leaving. Every day we have what they call the team huddle. Aww. Where everybody in the store goes and stands in a circle and just talks about basically the same thing every day. How to get more money. How can we make more profit? I was like, we aren't making any profit. None of the people in here make more money if we sell more things here. It's not a sales job. There's no incentive for me to sell more things or upsell people for products. This old guy crashed out on me for like 5 minutes because we didn't have any oranges. I was like, well, first of all, I don't order the fruit. Second of all, I don't even do the produce. Third of all, brother, oranges. And working at the Big T has made me question how I ever worked in Alaska, because it would be like 12 to 14 hour days, 6 days a week there. And here it's like 7.5 hour shift, and I just want to kill myself the whole time. It's probably just because I was friends with everybody that I worked with in Alaska. The entire store communicates to each other through walkie-talkies, which is very inefficient, mainly because it's hard to hear the walkie-talkie all the time, and also it's hard to understand what they're saying on the walkie-talkie. Somebody will call, they'll be like, "Team member Owen," and I'll be like, "Go for Owen," and they're like, and I'll be like, "Copy that, Roger, Roger." There's so many managers that work there, which I have beef with the idea of manager in general. They're like,
"Yeah, if I stay extra hours and dedicate a lot of hard work to the team, I'm gonna get noticed by corporate and promoted."
You don't have a college degree, buddy. I don't think you're going anywhere. I think you've hit the top. This is it. There's nowhere else for you to go. Just slack off. I think all managers are born and not bred. I think there's a certain style of person to be manager, and I am not one of those people. My brother is. My brother used to be the manager at Wendy's in Rexburg, Idaho, and he treated it like he ran the military. We went to visit his apartment once, and he had a bunch of sticky notes up of like leadership quotes or qualities or something on how to manage a team. I was like, bro, you're 19 working the manager shift at Wendy's. Just chill. Just put the fries in the bag. You know what happened with the DRE? Now that I work at the Big T, I can see what people shop for, because you'll see rotund people be like, "Ooh, rice cakes." And you're like, you're not going to eat those. I can see what you look like. You don't only eat rice cakes. And I'm not trying to like body shame anybody who's trying to better themselves, but the way that fat people try to better themselves doesn't make any sense. They'll be standing in the freezer aisle and they're like, I think I'm going to eat a whole tub of protein ice cream. That'll do it. Like, that's not how it works. You're not going to get ripped off of eating protein ice cream. Protein ice cream is for people who go to the gym and don't want to feel completely disgusted with themselves when they eat something sweet. And this whole protein epidemic needs to end now. It doesn't make any sense anymore. We got protein Pop-Tarts. Who's that for? First of all, what adult is eating Pop-Tarts? Second of all, what adult is like, yeah, I need to get my daily protein. Let me go get the Pop-Tarts. We sell protein water. Explain that to me. I don't know how that works. There's protein candy. There's protein cereal. There's protein bread. Like, not everything needs to have protein. What happened to eating chicken? All right, those are my hopefully non-controversial opinions on my new job at the Big T. Hopefully I don't get fired soon. Actually, that'd make a really good video if I did. Anyway, thanks for watching the video and wish me luck. Hombres.